Hi students, I am Dr. M. Ashraf Majroo, Professor of Community Medicine. I welcome you in the learning session of Validation of Screening Tests. This is the 10th session on epidemiology. The agenda of this session include concept of validation, prerequisites of validation, steps for screening validation, validation study framework, validation test results, validation measures and range of analysis, construction of 2 by 2 table, estimation of validity measures. Let's take the agenda points one by one. Testing. What is validity of screening? Testing the accuracy of screening test in identifying diseased and non-diseased persons. This can only be determined if the results of the screening test are compared with some gold standard that establishes the true disease status. The agreement of screening test with gold standard test will indicate the validity of the test. The disagreement of screening test with the gold standard is the fallacies or errors of the screening test. So let's see the prerequisites of screening validation. Validation of the screening test is estimated through specific study design, validation study, on a sampled population. Screening tests are usually simple, low cost, that can be applied to a large population or community. Gold standard tests are usually high-tech and in prevailing state of art are able to confirm or disprove the disease. There is no absolute gold standard test. However, in given circumstances, diagnostically better test is taken as gold standard. And the screening and gold standard is the relative status of the test. The test with known better diagnostic confirmation is taken as gold standard. For testing the validity of the screening test in sampled population, both tests must be applied, first screening and then gold standard. The validity of the screening test is estimated by multiple parameters by using standard 2 by 2 table analysis. So the steps for validation of screening test. The first step is to identify screening test and a confirmatory or gold standard test. And in second step, we apply the screening test on the selected subject or sample of the study population. And then the confirmatory or gold standard test is applied on the same sample and the accuracy is determined by 2 by 2 table analysis. Let's see the flow diagram of screening validation framework. In this framework, the sample of apparently healthy population is taken for the validation study, and at first step the screening test is applied. The screening test will segregate the study population into apparently diseased and apparently non-diseased. And after that, on second step, on the same study population, validation or diagnostic confirmatory gold standard test is applied. The apparently diseased person, when this test is applied, those who are positive, they are confirmed or true positive. And those who are negative, they are false positive. On the other hand, when it is applied, gold standard is applied to apparently non-diseased population, then the test positive indicate false negative, and the negative test will confirm the negativity of the screening test, and they are the true negative. So let's see the screening validation data, how it is presented. These are the study subjects 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, and then the screening tests say it is ELISA. These are the results of the ELISA, and the gold standard tests say it is PCR. These are the results of PCR, and then there is a validation status and inferences. If we look at first subject, the screening test is positive and the gold standard test is also positive, and there is agreement of gold standard and screening test, and they are declared as true positive. Similarly, in second subject, the screening test is positive, but on the other hand, gold standard is negative and there is disagreement. If we take the example of it, both are the negative and there is an agreement on the negative, and these are the true negative. So in this way, the results are presented, and we will describe this data in more detail in 2 by 2 table. Now, screening test validation measures in analysis. The measures are the dichotomous or binary variables like accuracy versus errors, apparent versus true prevalence, sensitivity versus specificity, positive versus negative predictive value, positive versus negative likelihood ratio. We will estimate all these parameters through 2 by 2 table analysis in validation studies. Analysis options for validation of screening tests include the accuracy, error and prevalences, sensitivity and specificity, positive and negative predictive values, likelihood ratios, and ROC analysis, receiver operative curve analysis. The accuracy is the agreement of screening with the gold standard. Errors are disagreement of the screening with the gold standard test. And apparent prevalence depicted by the screening test, and true prevalence is depicted by the gold standard test. Sensitivity is the true positive probability of the screening test, and specificity is the true negative probability of the screening test. The positive predictive and negative predictive value, the positive predictive value probability of test positive when the disease is actually present. And negative predictive value is the probability that test is negative when the disease is not present. Likelihood ratio. The ratio of true positive to false positive rate is defined as a positive likelihood ratio. Ratio of false negative to true negative rates is defined as negative likelihood ratio. In ROC analysis, optimizing of cutoff values for minimizing false positive and false negative rates of the test in continuous values like blood pressure, cholesterol, hemoglobin, and other similar continuous variables. Now, the construction of 2 by 2 table. It is the most important table for the analysis of the screening test, and this is 2 by 2 because it consists of 2 columns and 2 rows, and on the row side is the screening test are represented, and on the column side the gold standard results are represented. And if we look at the results of both the screening test and the gold standard test, then the pictures will be like this. The positive or negative from gold standard and positive or negative from the screening test. If we look at the column A, it is positive from both sides, and there is agreement on this column, and this is the agreement cell. And similarly, if we look at the cell D, these are negative from screening test by screening test, and they are also negative by gold standard test. So the agreement cells are A and D. On the other hand, the B is the cell where the screening test is positive, but the gold standard test is negative, and this is the disagreement. And on this side, the screening test is negative, but the gold standard is positive, and there is also disagreement. So these are the disagreement cells. So if we see, these are the total screening positive, and these are total screening negative. And if we see the vertical totals, these are the conformed positive by gold standard, and these are conformed negative by gold standard, and this is the grand total. And if we define now these cells, the true positive, the A cell, positive by screening as well as by gold standard, and false positive B cell, positive by screening, negative by gold standard, false negative C cell, negative by screening, positive by gold standard, and D cell finally, true negative, negative by screening as well as by gold standard. So this is the description of 2 by 2 table, and we will use this table for the estimation of various validation parameters. So first of all, the estimation of overall accuracy of the screening test. Let's define the accuracy. The proportion of agreement of screening test and the confirmatory test. It includes true positive as well as true negative cases. If we look at the gold standard agreement with the screening test in the cell, they are A and D. So here is the agreement and here is the agreement, and accuracy is determined by true positive plus true negative divided by grand total multiplied by 100. And if we derive the formula, this is A plus D divided by grand total and multiplied by 100. So this is the overall accuracy of the screening test. Now the estimation of overall error of the screening test. So first we define what is error. The proportion of disagreement of screening test and confirmatory test. It includes false positive and false negative test. And the cells, the gold standard disagree with the screening test in cell B and C. Here we can see and the disagreement on this cell and disagreement on the total error or fallacy from the grand total can be estimated. The error is equal to false positive plus false negative divided by grand total multiplied by 100. And the formula derived from 2 by 2 table is B plus C divided by grand total multiplied by 100, and it will give the percentage of overall fallacies or errors. Now we estimate the prevalence of by the gold standard, that is the true prevalence. So first we define the true prevalence. Disease prevalence confirmed by gold standard test. It includes true positive and false negative cases. So if we look at this, these are the confirmed positive, and from the grand total we can estimate the true prevalence. The confirmed positive are total of the cell A and C. And if we estimate the true prevalence, this will be equal to true positive plus false negative divided by grand total, and this is A plus C divided by grand total multiplied by 100. So this will give the percentage of overall true prevalence. Then we estimate the apparent prevalence. Let's define the apparent prevalence. disease prevalence depicted by screening test, it includes true positive as well as false positive cases. So if we look at the cells, cell A and B will depict the screening positive and a total of cell A and B, and the apparent prevalence will be true positive plus false positive divided by grand total multiplied by 100. So apparent prevalence through true by true table is A plus B divided by grand total multiplied by 100. It will give the percentage of apparent prevalence, and this prevalence is pertained to the screening test. Then we estimate the most important validity test, that is sensitivity of the screening test. So let's define the sensitivity. The ability of the screening test to depict the true positive cases, true positive rates expressed as percentage of confirmed cases, is the sensitivity. So we will look on this side of the column, and the cells true positive out of confirmed positives are depicted in cell A, and hence the sensitivity is true positive divided by true positive plus false negative, and this is A over plus C multiplied by 100. This will give the sensitivity of the screening test. A over A plus C is the sensitivity. Now we will estimate another important parameter of validity of the test is the specificity of the screening test. So first we define the specificity, the ability of the screening test to depict the true negative cases, true negative rate expressed as percentage of confirmed negative cases. So we will look on these two columns, and true negative out of confirmed negative are depicted in cell D. So the specificity is estimated as true negative divided by false positive and true negative. That means D over B plus D multiplied by 100. This will give the percentage of specificity. So let's estimate another value which is very important in screening validation, that is the positive predictive value. Let's define the positive predictive value. Probability that the disease is present when screening test positive, expressed as percentage. If we look at the cells, screening positive confirmed by gold standard are depicted in cell A, and the positive predictive value is true positive divided by true positive plus false positive. These are the true positive and these are the false positive multiplied by 100. So positive predictive value A over A plus B multiplied by 100. This will give the percentage of positive predictive value. Now the negative predictive value. Let's define the negative predictive value. The probability that the disease is not present when the screening test is negative, expressed as percentage. So let's see the cells. Screening test negative confirmed by gold standard are depicted in cell D. So this is the cell D, and the negative predictive value is true negative divided by false negative plus true negative. So this is the false negative and this is the true negative, and the formula for negative predictive value is D over C plus D multiplied by 100. This will give the negative predictive value. Another indicator is the false positive rates. The false positive rates, let's define the false positive rates. probability that the disease is not present when screening test is positive, expressed as percentage. And if we look at the cells, B cell is indicating the screening test positive, not confirmed by gold standard. And the false positive rates are false positive divided by true positive plus false positive multiplied by 100. And the formula is B over A plus B multiplied by 100. This will give the false positive percentage. And contrary to false positive, the false negative percentage rates are also there. And let's define the probability that the disease is present. Disease is present when the screening test is negative as percentage. If we look at the screening test negative, not confirmed by gold standard, is in the cell C. So false negative divided by true negative plus false negative multiplied by 100, and the formula is false negative rate C divided by C plus D multiplied by 100. So this is the false positive rate. So these are and the validation, and next is the positive likelihood ratio. The ratio between the probability of positive test results given the presence of disease and the probability of positive test results given the absence of the disease is the positive likelihood ratio. And if we define it, the positive likelihood ratio is true positive rates divided by false positive rates. As we know, the true positive rates are sensitivity and the false positive rate is 1 minus specificity. So the positive likelihood ratio is sensitivity divided by 1 minus specificity. On the other hand, the negative likelihood ratio, the ratio between the probability of negative test result given the presence of disease and the probability of negative results given the absence of the disease. So if we define it, the false negative rates divided by true negative rates, and if we look at the false negative rates, they are depicted in 1 minus sensitivity, and the true negative rates are depicted in specificity. So 1 minus sensitivity divided by specificity is the negative likelihood ratio. So what is the interpretation of likelihood ratios? The likelihood ratio more than 1 indicate that the test result is associated with presence of the disease. And if the likelihood ratio is less than 0.1, it indicates that the test result is associated with the absence of disease. On the other hand, we can say the farther away a likelihood ratio is from value 1, the stronger is the evidence of presence or absence of disease. So this is the interpretation of likelihood ratio. So thank you very much for sparing your time, and we will continue on with epidemiology in next session.